Anyway, today we'll be playing nothing because my computer's aggravating me. Yeah, we'll be playing Grixis Midrange today. We've not played this deck in a while. I've still always kind of liked it. I've never tried the build with Sailor of the Mings, but it seems pretty interesting. I'm not a big fan of Chandra, not a big fan of Glorybringer in the current format, but that's okay. That's alright. We're going to play this anyway tonight. So this is more of a Decandio build of the deck, whereas I kind of like the Grand Prix builds typically more, but I've played the Grand Prix builds a few times. They have like the 4th Whirler, they don't have as many Chandras, they have the Nicobolus out of the board. But we've never actually tried this build, so we're going to try this build and just see. Pretty much for throwing out lands faster loco, but you can do like the dark depth stuff and things of that nature, I believe. I mean, there's some combos in it, but like it doesn't necessarily enable in a combo itself. It just lets you do a little trickery type things. But it's basically just a big land deck. There was one that 5-0'd the other day in the 1v1 commander listings. That's one of Robbie's first commander decks. He still has it built, I think. So anyway, back to as I was saying, is like I really like the other build of Grixis Midrange, but I've never personally played this build of it, and we're wanting to give it a try. I don't like this deck when I look at it on just like based on what it can do in terms of paper, but I respect the guy who built the deck, and I want to test the deck. So we have no removal spell here, and we have just a lot of like interesting mana things. So we're gonna go ahead and mulligan this, and we're gonna snap keep this one. I hope we find a removal spell. Like there's a ton of removal spells in the deck. There's some lightning harnesses, 3 fatal pushes, a couple of braids. But as of right now, we don't have any of that. And versus mono red. It's what I would probably consider one of the worst matches for the deck, though I believe Decandio said he was favored. I won't swear. It's been a while since I've saw him play the deck. But obviously we're really far behind, especially if he like plays the little monkey maker. It's not the little monkey maker, it could have been worse. Would have been nice to have been on the play with this hand. Hey, Lucas. Not a lot, man. Just finally woke up. I've been basically asleep the entire day. Just gonna play this and try to block, which could just be wrong. I don't really want to take more damage, and playing a creature stops him from like using a removal spell and playing like a rampaging Feroctodon or whatever. Oh god. No. The worst of all worlds. They had a pretty reasonable hand except for like the no fatal push thing. It looks like opponent, if he has any of his 4 drops in a land, is just easily smashing us. It's kind of cute that this ramps into Glorybringer on the following turn while being a relevant blocker of his turn. Like, it takes a Chandra to kill it. Well, it takes a Chandra to kill it and he'll not be able to block, I'll rephrase. But, like, if he just untaps and has Hazoret, there's literally nothing we can do. You just shake his hand, move on to the next game. I mean, look at the deck list. Do we have anything we can even do? I mean, there's a Vraska's Contempt in the deck. Guess we can top deck Vraska's Contempt. What else can we do if he has Hazoret? Hostage take it. And Vraska's Contempt seems to be about it. Double removal spell. Oh my. I kind of just want to play Glorybringer and bash for 4 and remove something. But that might be a little too much. I I guess they're probably our best chance to win. Gives him a lot of top decks to just win the game on the spot, but this is kind of bad. Could have just played double spell, but then again, that's equally as bad if he draws any of his 4-drops. Uh-oh. Problems, friends. Problems. Problems everywhere. I guess we'll play this one this turn. I'm going to hold up the Harness Lightning just to have the ability to protect in case he draws the 6th mana. Yeah, well, if he's throwing 2 damage at us, I don't hate that, because we actually end the game pretty quickly in this spot. And we have that Vraska's Contempt for the Earthshaker. So, this could have certainly been worse for us. So he's going to target that, and then we're going to shoot this. So we're going to go down to 4 here. Now, do we kill this? So if we kill this with this, he goes to 10 and potentially wastes his entire next turn to, like, replay it? Probably the best thing we can do. This plays around him, like, top decking a Hazard as well. 2 Scarab, 2 Glory, 2 Gearhulk, 1 Bolus. Yeah, this seemed... you're playing like the older build from like the Grand Prix, right? It sounds like you're playing like the more Grand Prix-ish list. Well, that was really bad. Maybe I wasn't supposed to use the Glorybringer, because now he can just hold up land and kill us. There's really nothing I can do about that. And whatever. Pay to laugh. So no matter what here, I'm just dead. Well, not just dead, but we're at a spot where I like can't win anymore. And I guess he could go for it now, and we can like Vraska's Contempt, the Glint Siphoner, and maybe draw a Glorybringer. Like, we're pretty dead though, because all he has to do is pass. If he passes, we just have no out. Just like Stone have no out. So I think I messed up the turn that I actually killed this. I should have used the Vraska's Contempt on this and just attack for 6. I actually had a chance to win this game. I definitely played that turn very, very, very badly. Yeah, we're just dead. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have definitely killed that turn with the Contempt. Kind of sad that I played that bad. We had a legitimate chance to win that game if I hadn't punted so poorly. So Gearhulks are okay here because they can get us a Contempt back, but I don't think they're great. Swelter's okay, but again, I don't really think it's great. I don't think any of our cards are particularly great here. Definitely don't want Supreme Wills. I really don't want these Chandras and these Glorybringers either. Like, I hate things that die to Chandra's defeat. There's nothing really else in this deck, though. Guess maybe the Glorybringer's not that terrible since we're a Scarab God deck anyway. Just take out the Chandra's defeats and go on about our day. I don't really want these either, do I? Alright. Murph. There's not really any Murph. Like, Temur's just the best deck, but it's just... I don't want to play the Temur every day. People get bored of it. I could have done that, Lucas, but that doesn't give us any out. Well... No, you're right, Lucas. I could have won that game, I guess. I could have killed the Glint, drew Fatal Push, had Fatal Push for the Kenra, and just won with 2 Glorybringer attacks. So yeah, that was a bad play by me. I actually had a chance to win that game even with my punt. I just didn't see it. Yeah, well, I've started off today terribly, so... Guess we'll start with an Effer Hub in case we need to kill a Beaumont Courier. No, you're right, that game was winnable. Yeah, that was a premature concession by me. I guess we'll lead with this one. I've not actually solved a Vampire Lord. I think the Merfolk Lord's okay, but like I don't think there's enough other Merfolks to make it good, at least in terms of standard. So I'll play this one. That way I can play the Mountain next turn if I want. I've not actually solved a Vampire Lord though. I don't think there's enough other tools for the other Lord to be particularly good. Guess I'm just gonna play this and take it up. I mean, removal spell kills it way too easy. I guess I should just kill this. The Chandra's probably gonna die anyway, so I might as well get some value out of it. It's better than dealing 2 damage. Yeah, I mean, it might get played in like the Coco Modern deck or something. I'm not sure about that, but I don't think unless they add. I mean, if they print a few more good Merfolks, maybe, but as of right now, I don't think Merfolk has the correct tools. Rip. Can't really race that with this build of the deck. Do have a couple of Vraska's Contempts if we can draw them. We have the full 4. And that's really what we're trying to hit at this point. Brought into Gearhulks, right? Yeah. So Gearhulks could at least maybe block it. Whirler Virtuoso might get us a couple blockers as well. hand's definitely not what we want here. Don't think I want to exert. Just going to use this lightning harness. It's going to suck if he draws like some kind of random haste threat, but we're really far behind and feels like we have to hit a Vraska's Contempt to win anyway while still attacking. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe we don't need to draw to Contempt. But feels like we do. So he has us on a 2-turn clock without using any of his runes or anything, and we have him on a 3-turn clock. So like he's kind of far ahead. Again, we have 4 Vraska's Contempts, and any one of them would be really nice at this point. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, so we officially have a chance. Discard a card in his hand, so I'm going to assume potentially it's like another really decent threat. So I'm just going to give him an opportunity to deal 2 damage to us again. Definitely, we could have won game 1. Kind of kicking myself now for putting us in a spot to where we could not win, really. I think I'm going to cycle this. I don't really want to use it just to stop a Beaumont Courier. We don't have any 2-drops, so we'll wait and cycle later. Yeah, so Hazoret doesn't kill us. He's got to find a way to kill the Glorybringer or draw like double Lightning Strike or something. Well, let's see if we hit a Fatal Push or something. Nope. Pretty tight game. No double Lightning Strike, please. That would be sad. Chandra and Chandra's Defeat both kill this. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we could be 2-0 right now if I was a slightly better player than I am. And by slightly better player, I mean much better player than I am. Yeah, it's a pretty decent card. It ramps and it's a decent blocker. I don't think I want anything else. These don't feel good enough. I feel like we're going to be spending our mana. These can just get shocked. I'd rather use a removal spell than get shocked. Maybe Vizier to like steal Hazards, but I don't feel like our hand's going to be empty that often. Unless the game's going kind of in our kind of well for us to begin with. I wish we hadn't punted game 1 so bad. Well, at least we both have to mulligan. We'll keep. He mulliganed again. I don't know if our hand will be empty. Is the big reason I don't want that. Guess we'll keep the land. Just don't know if our hand will be empty for it. I guess I'm willing to take some amount of damage. That's what I'm mostly worried about. We have a lot of like 5 casting cost cards in our deck. We have 6. I think there's a good portion of time that we're just like Viziering for a Hazoret and then like we never get to attack or block with it. But maybe that's just wrong. I'm not sure. Well, we have double removal spell here. Got a really nice hand if we can just Fade Hazoret again. Yeah, well, we'll certainly kill this. We have some turns, some amount of turns to like draw Vraska's Contempt as well. Oh, that was beautiful. It's down to 3 cards in his hand, so there's a good chance he's not killing this. Oh, never mind. JK. So if opponent has land and Hazoret, like, we're again not feeling great this game, but we do have the full 4 Vraska's Contempt, so have to do our very, very best. There's the land. No Hazoret, please. Please don't cast Hazoret on turn 4 all 3 games. Alright, nice. You didn't that game, at least. We're just gonna kill that. And probably turn the Glorybringer sideways next turn. He has to take a point of damage, which is nice. Probably going to turn the Glorybringer sideways. If we draw like a Fatal Push, maybe we won't. We might just like play the Gonti. Well, I guess if we play a Fatal Push, we can't play the Gonti, but... Right, he didn't play a land either, which is good for us. So we're just going to go for the more high impact play. And hope that there's no Chandra's Defeat in our future. Nice. Does have 2 Kenras in his graveyard, but he's only got... no, okay. We can beat that one. That one's the easier one for us to beat. If we can call anything easy to beat, that's the easier one to beat. What are we gonna get? Red Rover, what does Gonti bring on over? Gonti brings on over a Hazoret. Oh, hello, Hazoret. You are our favorite Hazoret because you are ours, you are not his. So, I'm gonna go out on a limb and call that Hazoret a good draw. Could still have some issues depending on what our opponent gets off this Chandra or has in his hand. Because remember, he's got the double Kenra still. The double Kenra does a lot of damage. If he does play the Kenra, there will very likely just use Gonti and attack with the Chandra and leave the Hazoret back to block. Think he's trying to decide which he's more comfortable using. Oh, a Glorybringer, so it was literal or worst case? Worst case. That's going to be real hard for us to beat, especially when he exerts here. So we actually need to find something now. Sailor Moon something? Down to 8 though? Thought we had this game locked up, but we do not have this game locked up. In fact, we're probably drawing very thin to even win now. We're going to have to find a Vraska's Contempt at this point, I think, to even stay in this game. Hit a land, we just take 4, and it was a Ramunap runes. Wow. Oh my god, he didn't buy back out of his Kenras. He skipped his attack step. It still doesn't change anything. Like, we still have to answer this Glorybringer this turn. Alright, that changes some things. So now we have 2 blockers. I'm pretty sure we still just have to attack, right? I feel like we still just have to attack. If we don't attack, he can attack, but him not attacking doesn't win us the game. There's like some way we can win here, I'm sure. Probably involves him doing that. Like, we still have to hit something. So Glorybringer wins. What else wins? I think we have to block. We don't have anything that does 3 points of damage, do we? To like draw it? I'm looking at our deck list because I don't know our deck list. Well, Glorybringer off the top's best draw. Glorybringer just wins. But nope, we don't have anything that does exactly 3 points of damage, so I think blocking's okay. Yeah, blocking's okay. Glorybringer? That's not a Glorybringer. It's 2 points of damage to his face, which means we can't attack. Or is it best for us to attack and just hope? Glorybringer kills us no matter what. Chandra kills us no matter what. So it's probably best for us to attack. Earthshaker Kenra kills us if we attack. Earthshaker Kenra kills us basically anyway. Alright, so we basically die to damn near everything anyway. I guess we die to Chandra this way. We didn't technically die to Chandra the other way. Oh wow, I left us dead on board. Ha! I'm an idiot. I left us dead on board. Wow, I'm so bad. I am absolutely so bad. Oh, we had Chandra, so it didn't matter. No play we had won this game. Yeah. I'm so absolutely bad. So no play we had won this game. So at least my mistake in game 3 didn't affect anything. My mistake in game 1 definitely cost us a game. I mean, he has to attack. Is he not going to attack? Alright. We just lose. Can't believe I left myself dead on board like an idiot. I think we played that game fine, except for obviously leaving ourselves dead on board. But like I said, at least it didn't affect anything. Game 1 was definitely a winnable game that we conceded for no reason. Hopefully it gets better. I am not playing well. That's for sure. I have double removal spell. I'll keep it on the draw. Mono red's my bane. I rarely beat mono red with anything. I played Approach at Hob. It feels okay. I don't know if it's good, but it feels okay. Like, it blocks and ramps. The mana that we got from it every game was pretty good. Like, the treasure was actually relevant every game. Should have played an Effort Hub here, but I'm not confident this thing's dying, so like I didn't want to bother with the Effort Hub. Like, I'm just confident this is dead. And I want to be able to play a fast land the following turn if I wanted. While still having access to everything. I don't know. The 1-4 seems okay. I think it does what it's supposed to do. So we're versus some Jund colors. Red Rober, 4th land us, please. Preferably like a Drowned Catacomb or like another. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. At least we couldn't cast it. Goodbye, Chandra. We will miss you. Could just be worse than Whirler Virtuoso, though, and we're only playing 3 Whirler Virtuosos. Gotta have 5 removal spells in our hand. I guess that's good versus Jund things. Okay. He's starting to take Veraskas now, so I guess he's got a Planeswalker in his hand of some kind. Is he just like wanting to cast Chandra now or something? Opponent's deep in thought. Frames are kind of bad again tonight. Kind of sad that we punted game 1 versus that red deck. It's just not casting anything? I guess I'm gonna make a Thopter? I don't think our energy is that important. You can do it. It better not be important because we're not casting anything else ever in a million years. Six more turns of that though and we got this, fam. Harsh Scrutiny. Our opponent has all of the discard spells. You may have one of our Bringers of Glory. He thanks you. I'm supposed to just play this Glory Bringer and let it die? Probably? I feel like it's fine just to play it and let it die. It may not have a removal spell. You'd just be getting ready to untap an Hours of Devastation us, and then we'd just be like, ugh. And be real sad. Oh, it did put on bottom with the Harsh Scrutiny, though. Could just be like a Chandra's, you know, like a Chandra now, tick down or something. Almost cast a lot of spells to not really do anything yet. I'm assuming at some point he's going to. Man, what's the point of scrying on Moto if it never does it? Alright, so apparently he got hit by potentially the scry bug. Treasure map. Okay. Does just not have anything? He just doesn't have anything, I guess. Gonna hold the Cannon Sloth because I don't want to draw like a Chandra and he'll make me discard it. And I may want to throw the two Harness Lightnings out to get energy or something this turn. Opponent's at 3 life, so. He definitely needs something. Yeah, he tapped a mana. What do you got, friend? So you've got friend Chandra. Alright, we're gonna make 1/1s then, just see if it ends the game. Looks like he doesn't. A 3 life. I guess I'm going to ignore the Chandra then? I think he's conceding because the time's not moving. Yeah. What were we going to draw? What was we going to draw on our turn? Yeah, so opponent just didn't play anything. So opponent's playing Junfings. Junfings feel to me like Chandras and Glorybringers. It also feels to me like Veraskas. Feel like I want all this stuff versus random Junfings. Stuff that I probably don't want versus random Junfings. I probably don't want Fatal Pushes. Probably don't want a Braids. Maybe I want a Braid. He did show us treasure map. To discard more cards. Maybe I just don't want the Sailors. They don't really block anything here, do they? Kind of do want the Sailors, though. Kind of do want the Sailors. Ramping feels kind of good. You just don't want Chandra. He's going to have 1,000 ways to kill Chandra, right? Yes, I have decided he has 1,000 ways to kill Chandra. Exactly 1,000 in his 60-card deck. Gigante. Can't believe we Gonti to Hazard and still lost. I don't think we did anything that could have won that game. Hey! Sorry, I missed that message. I didn't even see it. Hey, Jaxix? This is an attrition matchup. Dunno, Chandra always gives value plus over Sailor. The Chandra doesn't always give value. Like, if you play the Chandra remotely early, you tick it up and it does 2 damage. The 2 damage doesn't mean anything in an attrition match, right? Whereas the Sailor always at least gives me a mana. Yes, Darf. I kind of wish I had a Nicobolus in this deck. It feels to me like a big mistake that I don't have it. But I wanted to play... This is the more Decandio style build. And I hadn't ever played this one. I've only ever played the other build that has like less Chandras and has the Nicoboluses and stuff. I just wanted to try this build. I'm not sold on it. But then again, I'm never sold on anything. The only 2 decks or the only 3 decks I'm remotely sold on are, I'll rephrase. The only 2 decks I'm sold on are Red Deck Wins and Approach. I obviously realized that Energy is the best deck, but I have no idea how to build it properly. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Cards we cannot cast. Maybe Chandra's better than Sailor. Could very well be right. I still think this card's kind of good though. I mean, look at that art. How could it be bad? Has to be good with that art, right? Now, so far, we've not saw anything to kill. And our opponent's playing a bunch of, like, Doomfalls and stuff. He played multiple Doomfalls on us game 1, which makes me think he's going to have Duresses and Doomfalls and the whole 9 yards. So, like, I don't think I can just keep a Chandra that I draw early and hold it forever. Hey, Ace and Deuce, what's up, man? But, okay, if we go to game 3, I'll try the Chandras. What it is, Mr. Ace? You're just in time to not watch us punt game 1 to death. I like this card. I think it's decent. I kind of feel like he's just Jund Walkers. I really feel like our opponent's just playing Jund Walkers. I think he's going to beat us without playing creatures, really. If he beats us, I mean. Ramping always feels nice to me, too. Don't play a Bruise, just play my approach list. I'm telling you, it's gold, man. Just play my approach list, it's gold. And by play my approach list, I mean you should probably just play something that's got Effer Hub and a Tune of Ether in it and not my approach list. So I did 5-0 my league last night versus 5 Temur decks that had Scarab God and Veraskal in them. This is the first league that I think I've played where I didn't get beat by red deck wins with that. It's so frustrating to like constantly lose to red deck wins. Fair enough. I have to lose to red deck wins more than anybody on the planet. This is just some like random walker? Oh no, it's Glorybringer. That's unfortunate. We don't have any type of energy, so I guess we'll throw this at it. Apparently I'll tap 14 black mana and only tap... God dang it. Did I really not tap a single black mana during that? Nice. Hey! That's a good card. You do use Scarab God. I really do like my approach match, as long as you can promise me I'm playing versus energy. Especially energy decks that aren't running the full 4 negates. That's my dream. Don't you dare Veraska me. Okay. A Supreme Will could be good here. Sailor Means officially did 3 damage. That's probably more than a Chandra would do. You get him, little buddy. 19 more turns. 19 more turns, buddy. That probably should just be Chandra at this point. I kind of want to cycle this Supreme Will, but then again, I kind of don't. Feel like it just stops the next thing he plays. And I mean, we've got him on a 19 turn clock, right? So... turn clock. What do you mean doing nothing, man? We're killing him. We're killing him to death. He didn't even get to scry. He'd F6. Ooh. I think I'm just gonna hold it. I like sitting here and just holding this Glorybringer back every turn. Or sorry, holding this Supreme Will back. He's gonna tap his mana at some point. Maybe holding the Glorybringer is just dumb. I think I'll actually play that one. The opponent has enough discard spells that holding the Glorybringer is probably not right. But now we're only 1 mana away from Glorybringer plus Supreme Will, so I feel like I'm committed to it at this point. Feel like I'm committed to it at this point. Just not playing anything ever. My opponent can't make me. "15 more turns and we got this." I don't really want to cast a Scarab God until I have 9 mana, because he's a Vraska's Contempt deck. I'd like to at least get some kind of value out of it. I kind of wish Ophanissa was a standard. Wow, he played a... Oh, my phone! Why? Why phone? Stop. Okay. You resolve. It's another Chandra. Kinda just want to cast a Supreme Will now. I could have did that. That would have guaranteed kill to Chandra, but we can do better. Probably. Oh yeah. I don't want any of those cards. I don't even want to cast that thing. He's already showed a Swelter. I value my treasure more than I value casting that stupid thing. One life. Nice, man. About has to. I've not played this game well at all. No, don't dress one of my Harness Lightnings, bro. That would make me sad. Actually, kind of does make me sad. So you got 4 cards in hand. I think I'm just going to start casting Glorybringers every turn. Maybe I need to bring in the gates. So 1, 3, 5, 7. Alright. It seems pretty decent. I'm really liking it. It did like 7 damage this game. At this point, this thing has to die, right? There's just like no chance this thing still survives. Oh, he's using double removal spell on it? That has to be decent. I think it's okay just to cast this thing now and then. I don't think there's anything in his graveyard to actually get. I don't know why I took a Vraska's Contempt. I could have taken the Glorybringer and gained 2 life. Oh wait, JK, I could not have taken the Glorybringer. I wouldn't want to take the creature anyway because this Scarab at some point is hopefully going to do something. Yeah, I know. I used that for Hope for Colorless. I was just being weird at the time. Gonti makes everything free. I know that. I don't know why I was clicking it. I didn't use the energy though. Like, I caught myself. It was just me being dumb. The treasure map would have made the green anyway, so I don't know why I was ever looking to pay the energy for it. Just wasn't paying enough attention, really, I guess. So he missed again? Looks like he missed again. Well, it still has 2 cards in his hand. I guess they have to be something? Then it is cold in my home. I don't know what he's thinking about. He's definitely spending a lot of time on this decision. Does he have like another Chandra and he's trying to decide where he's going to cast it and tick up? Yeah, I definitely sideboarded wrong. But I don't think I need to worry about Sailor of the Mings deck. Opponent doesn't respect the Sailor of the Mings. How can you not respect Sailor of the Mings? It does so many things. Like Sailor. It does Sailor stuff. I'm just casting this. It's the worst one printed yet. Fair enough. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm gonna send everything at Chandra except for the Glorybringer to try to play around 1 removal spell. If he has 2 removal spells, fine. He's got me if he's got 2. Really? I've not even read the dual deck one. That's impressive. I feel like our opponent had a Swelter to Sun. I feel like opponent kind of has to have Swelter to Sun. I don't know. Because like he was wanting to tap mana last turn and he like changed his mind. I think it's because he realized it wouldn't matter. Let's just go to our opponent on right now because it's fun. Hey, I have Glint Siphoners in my deck. Just not casting this. That's probably bad not to cast this, by the way, because he has showed us a bunch of Doomfalls, but... Yeah, I'm not a fan of most of the new cards. I love trolling our opponent. I'm having fun with this. I'm sorry if you guys aren't, but I'm having fun trolling my opponent. But he started it. He started it. I'm having such fun. It's did more than 9, hasn't it? I haven't even kept up. I'm pretty sure it's did more than 9. I don't know why he's so sad about our Sailor of the Moons. Or Sailor of the Means. I'm going to call this thing Sailor of the Moons forever. The art on this guy's even good. Alright, I'm going to eBay and ordering foil copies of this card right now. eBay. I'm going to send them to my opponent. I would if I could, but... Foil. Oh, sweet! I can get a playset of them for like... A playset of them shipped for not much money. I'll read whatever he's saying in a minute. I'm not paying attention. I can get a playset of them shipped to me for $1.69. That's everything we've ever wanted. Alright, what'd he say? The point is, I sideboarded wrong, so would have done literally nothing if I had better cards in my deck. I promise every other card in your deck is 100 times better. Honestly, your deck looks very good. Just take that terrible card out of your deck. No, don't kill one of our glory bringers. That will surely... But he's about to kill a Chandra, guys. I mean... I apologize. This isn't normally like me. I don't know why I'm being kooky tonight. I actually don't know what SMH is. Let's see, blue, black, colorless, this thing, and this thing. Let's get back this thing with haste. Shaking my head. Alright, thank you. I had no idea. Alright. So, Sailor of the Mings, go kill that $29 card for us. I'm advertising now. I gotta drop that Twitch stream. I gotta drop the Twitch stream. Suck my head. I don't think it means suck my head. Shaking my head seems about right. You gotta advertise, man. This is how you get new viewers. That guy might become our most loyal fan. You have no idea. So I'm still kind of salty that I punted round 1. Onward to the next round. Hey. Reanimated and only attack with sailors, so it feels... Man, I guess I could have. There was 4 minutes and 44 seconds left. We could have probably memed. I don't think he would have won a game 3. I don't think he would have won a game 3 if I like memed around and lost that game. We're pretty far ahead on the clock. I still think I like the other build of this deck better. This is the build that we were previously playing. Nah, our round started, so. Come on, Moto. Why are you? Why? Stop, Moto. Stop. Where's it at? Yeah, this is the little... I think I like this build better, except I think I want these champions to actually be sailors all the time. They're pretty similar. The Everborns were really bad. Basically, I just don't like 3 Chandras, and I want my Nicobolus back. I especially want my Nicobolus back now that we have Sailor of the Means to ramp into it. Man, that sounds kind of bad, but there's a Sailor of the Means in it, so we'll keep it. Thing. We got a Sailor of the Means. A turn 3 Sailor, turn 4 Glorybringer. That's a hand, ain't it? Yeah, definitely do not want the Sailor back. Okay, now I definitely don't want the Cannon Sleuth, but... So 1, 2, so we play this on 1, this on 2, this on 3, this on 4. Alright. I guess we don't want the Cannon at all then. Yeah, I think I want to get rid of the Everborns and the champions from that other build and play like 3 to 4 sailors. I'm pretty fine with that, I think. Well, that threw a wrench in all my plans. Maybe I should have just not been greedy and played the sailor. I think I should have just not been greedy and played the Cannon Sleuth. So he has to get energy or you know, use a removal spell, because I would block the living crap out of this thing. This kind of sucks that our Sailor of the Means doesn't really block now. Need another untapped land too. All because I didn't play the cannon on turn 1. Had so many lands in their hand, though. Really? Man, it done so much that game, man. It did like 9 damage to our opponent, killed his Chandra, and helped kill another one while ramping. Like, even this game it's going to be decent. Like, I'm going to block with the Sailor, he's probably going to pump his energy into it, and then we're going to finish it, or then we're going to Glorybringer the Lone Tusk Cub. Like, it's obviously not the best card versus, like, the control decks and the Temur decks, but I think it's serviceable versus Temur while being really good versus the red decks. And I feel kind of weak versus the red decks in general. Oh, that's disappointing. Now our Glorybringer doesn't do anything. I'm pretty sure we're just going to lose this game. again, we have drawn 7 lands and 3 spells, so. I mean, I guess I can't even exert, can I? Could exert here, make him spend 3 energy, but probably gonna have to like try to exert an Abrade next turn to finish off the cub or something. He is down to 2 cards. If we can somehow get over what's on the board, we have a chance. Not sure how we do that really, though. Yeah, the World of Virtuoso probably locked it up. Because now we can't even kill the Long Tusk Cub. We need like multiple things. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this game. Can't think of a way to win this game without a massive blunder by our opponent. I think we would have won this game on the play. Or had a good chance to win it on the play. Could draw like Fatal Push maybe? Alright. What does that do for us? Nothing really? I don't think this changes anything. So let's start by attacking the Whirler, because if he doesn't make Thopters, we can at least get another turn. If he does make Thopters, maybe he makes too many, we can kill both of these, but I don't think that's very likely. Kind of feel like I need to play the cannon. Because the land may need to come into play untapped next turn, but like, that's probably not even very good. It's probably better just to draw the card. Kind of need him to brick a couple turns and us like draw Whirl of Virtuoso or whatever to get blockers next turn. Probably our best chance. And land's gonna come into play untapped anyway, so. I'm just gonna go ahead and Fatal Push this. Some of those decks play like Supreme Will and stuff. Kind of tells him that he can just cast Glorybringer and win the game, or he can like, if he can get 6 more energy, he wins the game, but like, we're not beating any of that anyway, and like, he's not going to play around things like that anyway. So he didn't play a land and he didn't play a spell, which means that's very likely just removal spells in his hand. And we're dead anyway. Alright, dead anyway. Eh, 9 land and 14 cards, but it's going to be very hard for us to beat this anyway. How do we want to sideboard versus these decks? I think we definitely want this card. I think we definitely want this card. Feel like we probably want this card. Kind of feel like we want this card as well. What don't we want? If we knew he was all Glorybringers and all Chandras, we might want some of the defeats, but Or if we knew he was the black build, we might want some of these cards, but like, he didn't really show us anything but like the green side of his deck. In general, I don't think Glorybringers are great in these matches. I don't think Chandras are great in these matches, but I do think Chandra's better on the play than the draw. I kind of just want to cut the Glories, but that might be too much. Kind of want to cut the Sailors in this match as well. I don't think the Sailors are really for this match. That's a lot of 4-drops. Maybe Sailor's okay if we've got like 7 million 4-drops. I really think Sailor's for this match though. Probably want some number of Glorybringers too. If we're keeping into Chandras, keeping into Glorybringers is probably also okay. Because like he can't defeat everything. I think on the play I can probably drop down to 2 Fatal Pushes. Still have 6 ways to kill a Lone Tusk Cub early. He didn't show us any red cards. Like, the game didn't go long enough to know if we're even going to be able to have targets for Deshandra's defeats. Like, if he's not on a Glorybringer build, I don't want Chandra's defeats. We already have Vraska's contempts for Chandra itself. I think we're just going to submit it like this. I think this feels kind of right. Hey, Mountain Rider. Thank you for the follow, man. Sorry that I'm late to pick up on it. Alright, we're going to keep it. There's no red mana, but when you're playing these like weird 3-color lists, I think you have to keep kind of bad hands when you have things like this. This is almost all of the cards in our deck that matter too with like the reds, so like most things that we draw we're going to be able to cast. There's a good chance we just start drawing red mana too. Red Rover, send no Lone Tusk Cub on over. Actually, Lone Tusk Cub's probably better for us than a Servant at this point. Oh yeah, that's certainly better for us than a Servant. Or a Lone Tusk Cub. I think I'm going to go ahead and cast a Whirler Virtuoso this turn. I don't really want to counterspell too many of his free drops, so we'll hold up the Supreme Wills for like his 4 and 5 drops. Yeah, killing that would have been nice and all, but like I don't really feel like I want to kill that. Kinda don't want to play this Chandra. We could play this Chandra and tick it down, but then if he just has his own Chandra, he gets to tick it up and kill it and we can't fight back. I don't think I want to play the Chandra like that. I'd rather just Supreme Will like around a Bristling Hydra or something. Okay. That's a lot of energy. Guess at this point he could just have negate. Color land do you get there? Got a red. Means there's probably not black in this deck. Guess he's trying to decide whether he's going to use a removal spell. Think I'd block. Yeah, I'm gonna block. Guess he'll use a removal spell on this. I'm not going to protect it. Mainly because I don't think I can. I think it's too easy for him to untap and have like Glorybringer or Chandra or some other random way to kill it. Holding these Supreme Wills has done literal nothing. I think I'm gonna impulse with one of them this turn. I feel like I probably should have impulsed with one of them last turn. JK. So he left mana to kill this, but he did not leave mana to pay. Which is kind of nice. Alright. Rinse, repeat. Hopefully he doesn't make us kill our own thing. So he can cast 5-drops now and pay for the Supreme Will. And he has a 5-drop. Well, that sucks. So we'll take this one. You know, since the other ones are all lands. Red Rover, send a removal spell on over. Also acceptable as an untapped land. That's about the opposite of anything that I wanted on this turn. I think I'm just going to use Vraska's Contempt. Still just don't want this Chandra to die too easily. It's one of the reasons I hate these red cards in these matches. Like, I actively generally try not to play these cards, and now we're just like getting browned. Double Bristling Hydra. So this game's over. Don't think we can possibly beat that, especially if we don't hit a land. Don't know what we can do to beat it even if we do hit a land, if that counts for anything. Yeah, I'm clueless what we can do at this point. It's the only thing we can really even do. Guess we could have just played the Gwent Siphoner and, like, the Whirler Virtuoso. I think the only way to even win at this point, by the way, is somehow luck into a Chandra Ultimate. JK. He's got Lightning Strikes. Didn't expect that. We're closing in on being 1 and 2. Well, they're out of cards. How do we beat 18 energy and 2 bristling hydras? Seems tough. Guess I could play both of these this turn. And just let him kill this and I get to draw a card next turn? Or is it better just to tick up this turn? If I play Deshandra, I can't cast both of these. I have to use Deshandra's mana to cast both of these. So if I play this and block, he has to spend 12 energy to keep it alive, which puts him at 6. Then Deshandra definitely dies. Well, the option I'm trying to decide right now is whether I'm even going to use Deshandra or whether I'm just going to use both of these. Like, I have the option of one or the other. Once I use Deshandra, the decision's made. Feel like it's kind of better to play the Glint Siphoner. We'd have to hit Whirler Virtuoso, and then we're just jump blocking to keep Deshandra alive again. Alright. Just gonna cast this. I don't know if it's right. I don't really have a good choice here, so like everything's kind of bad. Maybe we can draw like another Gearhulk or something. I don't really know. Technically keep Deshandra alive as well. We just like chump. 5, 7, he'd have to spend. So we double block that 7. That means he'd need 8 to protect it. So he'd have to use 5, he'd have to use 15. That might be what we need to do. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Think I'm just casting Scarab, or think I'm just casting the Torrential Gearhulk and Supreme Willing and looking for a Scarab. With every bit of our being. But he's sending 2 at our head. So maybe we get to keep Deshandra alive too? Or he could have just drawn a counterspell. I think I'm going Supreme Will here. I don't think I want a Vraska to 2/2. It was a 4-point life swing, but like we actually just need to help at this point. We actively need something pretty bad. Yeah, that's kind of helpful. It's also kind of odd. Now it makes me not want to block with the Torrential Gearhulk, but I feel like I have to. Could just throw him under the bus here? No, feel like I'm still just like saving our dude, taking a bunch of damage. Like Vizier a Hydra, I guess. Well, we're doing everything we can to get extra draw steps. Alright, well we're definitely going to tick up with this one, I think. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Well, we can't do it all. I still would rather just tick up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Alright, sweet. We can cast that. We're getting closer. We're getting closer while we look at like 9 energy and 2 Hydra still. JK. We're getting so close, fam. Yeah, I thought about that, but it felt like I really need to get him to start burning through the energy and stuff as well. I would have had to throw the glint siphoner away. I don't know. Maybe it would have been right too. Getting closer and closer to doing stuff though. Or I could have just let the Chandra die and keep the glint and the Gear Hulk. I don't know, I had a lot of options. I don't know how well I've played this game. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 potential damage with an attack. So in theory, he can't save either of his guys. Either of his guys? Is that what I'm trying to say? Yeah, in theory, he can't save either of his guys. So they're both coming at me this time. Feel like this is okay? Him spending energy is good for me, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and pop energy here. It's really bad for me if he drew a removal spell, but I'm being kind of risky at this point because I feel really far behind. I definitely want him to spend all the energy we can make him spend. So we have a real problem killing this. Huh. That almost does it. Let's start with upticking Chandra. Go ahead and make him spend energy, I guess. He didn't really have to spend energy there. He already had 6. And we could only do 5. Getting closer and closer here. Getting closer and closer and closer. The Bristling Hydra no longer kills us. At least that's something. Hey JJ, what's up, man? He drew another land. As long as he keeps drawing lands, we keep having chances. Now he's attacking Chandra. He's getting worried about Chandra finding a way to win this game. Yeah, Scarab would be nice. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So we can actually kill the Bristling Hydra now, can't we? We can definitely kill Bristling Hydra now. So I'm going to do it like this. instead of getting the extra card just in case he's got like a lightning harness or something in his hand to give another activation. That way in the end, at the very worst, we still have a Vraska's Contempt to throw at it. So at the very worst, we still have a Vraska's Contempt here. Man, this is another opponent just getting salty because we're running a little good. He's only drawn 4 more lands than us, and 3 of those were attunes. Goodbye, Glorybringer. Or sorry, goodbye, Bristling Hydra. That's 2 opponents in a row. It's getting a little sad. Hey, Line starts here. What's up, man? And Neo and Fallen. Yeah, the Vraska made it real simple because we could play around the lightning harness once we drew the Vraska. Alright, he's just done. We still have to win in game 3. I don't like how I played that game. I don't think I deserved to win that game by any means. I played that game kind of badly, I think. I feel like I played that game real badly. Alright, so at this point, I just feel like he's on the version that has Chandra's, or that the Chandra's defeats are good versus. Kind of feel like this card's good on the draw versus them as well, but like maybe it's not as good as just having a braid. Maybe a braid's just as good. Definitely don't want sailors. Hostage Taker actually doesn't feel good to me in this match. Feels like it's way too easy for him to kill, and like it doesn't do anything about Bristling Hydra. Just go take the Hostage Taker out for sure. I'm not sure about the Glorybringers. Like they do things, but they don't do a lot of things. Cut 2 Chandras on the draw. I'm pretty sure I'm cutting a minimum 1. I think I'm at least cutting 1. Trying to decide whether I like Chandra or Glorybringer worse. I think it's pretty easy that I'm cutting 1. The cards I'm deciding between are if I want the 3rd Glorybringer over the 2 Chandras, or whether I want like 1 Chandra and 2 Glorybringer. Basically, I'm trying to decide how many copies of each of these cards I want. I personally do not really like the red cards in this match. Not sure about Jace's defeat. If he was playing the Scarab God build, we would 100%... He does have Cub, yes. If he was playing the Scarab God build, we would 100% be playing the Jace's defeat. But I'm not sure I like it on the other build. I really just don't want any of these red cards, though. I really just don't want any of these red cards. Yeah. I think this is what I'm going to go with. I just don't want the red cards, I don't think. Yeah, let's run this. Listening to talkers make me thirsty. The game. Fair enough. He does have 2 coups, you're right. This hand's pretty decent. We can beat most, like, opening draws with this hand. Thank you, JJ. Appreciate it. So, opponent kept the full 7. Go ahead and play this to start. The second time he didn't have turn 1 attune. Feels good. JJ is the man. I kind of want this. Feel like I'm going to need to land, so I'm just going to go ahead and play it. I don't want to wait and play it next turn because I want the Supreme Will open for next turn. He's got a Rogue Refiner. He's got a Rogue Refiner, I mean... RIP. JJ is definitely the top donator. For sure. Maybe I should have brought in another Abrade over one of the Fatal Pushes. I think I'd counterspell anything he played this turn that I can't kill with a Chandra's Defeat or a Fatal Push, because I really just want to play the Vizier next turn anyway. I can kill that for Chandra's Defeat. If he wants to get one dude, he can get one dude. Well, we've got a lot of removal spells. How on God's Earth did we beat Double Hydra last turn when he had 18 energy? Opponent had to make bad decisions somewhere in that game, I think. What do we got going on here? Is he getting ready? Okay, just a Glorybringer. Just a Glorybringer. If he kills this, we can always just like bring it back? Kind of odd. Does that mean he just has 2? Kind of makes me feel like he has 2. Still think this is the best play, even if he has 2, that's just one more point of damage from what the Rogue Refiner would have done. There's some chance he doesn't have one, right? Just trying to get cards out of her hand so he can Bristling Hydra, maybe? Yeah, well, don't really care about that. We'll definitely play this one. I guess there's a good chance he could have counter spells, so... Oh, Jesus Christ, JJ. This is way too generous, man. Way too generous. Thank you so much, man. I highly appreciate it. I think I'm just going to kill both of these. Does this card retain the mana cost? No mana cost. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I could have just used Fatal Push on that. Wow, I'm a trash can. I'm a trash can. Could have used the Fatal Push on that. This card's going to be hard to beat this game. Maybe. Depending on what he has. JJ's the best. How cold is it up there today, JJ? Can't believe I made that bad of a play. Oh god, that was such a bad play. I'm just sitting here hating myself. Sitting here hating myself. I'm from Eastern Kentucky. Guess I'll take this one. But we die to any removal spell now. And the odds of him having a removal spell are real high. If we had a Fatal Push, we could at least beat a Glorybringer. Or sorry, if we'd used the Fatal Push instead of the Lightning Harness. Yeah, but the odds of us surviving this turn are pretty low. Tapped our mana poorly too. We should have used the Dragon Skull Summon instead of the Fetid Pulse. Alright, it didn't matter. Our play mistake didn't matter. At least he didn't beat us with Glorybringer. If he'd beat us with Glorybringer, I'd have been a little sad. Alright, well we just got smashed by Temur. Oh, I played so badly that game though. Oh wow, jumped right into the next match. Sorry. Cleaning off my glasses. Well, this hand's fine. It's probably the best hand we've had tonight. It's because it looks like an energy hand. What color land did he get? Blue? Could be on Sultai? Yeah, this hand looks just like a normal energy hand, except we don't have a tune. That's why it's the best hand we've had tonight. Spoiler, we should probably just be playing Temur if we want to play a deck like this. But, it's more about having fun than trying to win all the time. Don't you do it. Don't you dare have a 2-drop. Sweet, no 2-drop. So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah, he's probably just Stone Temur at this point. So we'll try to save our hostage taker to get, I don't know, something somewhere over a rainbow. Uh-oh. I'm not bitching about it. I'm just saying like this deck's not as powerful as what he's doing. Not at all. Don't know how we beat that. We beat it once before, and I felt like we got real lucky. So we can already be 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't even think we can block it. I think we have to try to race it because there's too high of a chance that he just has a removal spell. We might be able to race it with the Glorybringer. Depends on what he adds to the board this turn. If he adds anything to the board at all. There's the black mana, so I'm glad we didn't play around. Or I'm glad we didn't try to quad block. Oh wow, I forgot to make a token. I was just clicking through my stuff too fast. Well, that's bad, because he almost definitely has a removal spell here. It's pretty hard for him not to have a removal spell, especially when he didn't play a threat. Yeah, as expected. I may actually have to block with this thing now. Cons was real fun. I loved the Jeskai Black decks. Thought they were so good. That's a little disappointing. It's just like a random blocker. Any random blocker is good right now. I think I'm just going to take it. Might block later with this Harness Lightning or something. God, Treasure Cruise should not have been printed, should it? Alright. Red Rover, does he have it? Think I'm going to hold back a Thopter just in case he does? Just in case he has a Blossoming Defense. That's a really fun play, by the way, James, to do stuff like that. That is definitely one of the funner things you can do with a Hostage Taker. Kind of want to draw another mana so that we can play Chandra tick up and then the Hostage Taker it, but that is another mana, but it is not quite what we meant. The Hostage Taker still targets. It doesn't get around the Hexproof. Just going to play this. Tick it up. They're unlikely to have a counterspell main deck. Alright, so they're unlikely to have a counterspell main deck, so that worked out. Unfortunately, they can still make it hexproof with the Hostage Taker. If they had a removal spell or something, the play we were going to make is kind of what James said. We Hostage Take the own Whirler Virtuoso, so like we can either A, block with the Hostage Taker, or B, if they use a removal spell on the Hostage Taker, the Whirler Virtuoso comes back and gives us an energy trigger that brings us a Thopter back as well. But, seemed to work out. Alright, so we're playing versus the Sultai build, and the Sultai build has, this plays more like a fish deck, like it has 12 2-drops, and then it has some, like, counter spells and things. Still just going to bring in all of our black cards versus them. We've brought these in versus almost every opponent. I'm actually going to bring these in as well. I think I'm going to bring these in as well. They have Walking Ballistas typically as well, and like Fatal Pushes and Scarabs and stuff like that. So I actually think Glint Siphoner is much, much worse versus this type of opponent. Like, maybe I'd want it on the play, but I don't think I ever want it on the draw. Actually, I think I want the Sweltering Suns as well. It does do some things, like they have Winding Constrictors and Glints and stuff like that. Sometimes you can just kill 2 or 3 things with this. Yeah, I hope you do really well on it, James. Did you decide to play it online, or are you going to play it in paper? I think we'll keep this hand, mainly because it has a Fatal Push. We can cycle this one away at some point. It's a little bit weak, but we're on the draw, and like I said, we have a Fatal Push. Really wish this showed JJ's name. It aggravates me. But, you decided to go play in paper. Nice. Which state are you going to go to? Yeah, the Planeswalkers were not very impressive, I don't think. I believe I'm actually going to use the Abrade on this and save the Fatal Push. I'd rather get like a Glint Siphoner or a Lone Tusk Cub with the Fatal Push, and most all of their threats, with the exception of Rogue Refiner, are 2 mana anyway. I think the black-red one's probably underrated, but I don't think it's any good. Oh, wow, I think I have the hiccups. Hold on, guys. I definitely have the hiccups. This hurts. Sitting here drowning myself drinking water. I kind of like that 3-4 as well. Thank you so much, Gio. Oh god, I still have the hiccups. They're so bad. This is so painful. I apologize right now, guys, by muting so much and not talking, but I don't want to hiccup into the mic. And I just hiccuped into the mic. I'm sorry, I tried to mute it. I'm doing this main phase because I'm afraid that he might have counterspell sided in. It's gonna suck if he has a second Vraska. Attacking first because I could Supreme Will a Blossoming Defense if he had it. Him having 10 mana sucks. Still hiccuping. I said 10 mana by mini energy. It sucks to have the hiccups right now because now's one of the more interesting times to potentially make decisions. Pretty sure I'm just going to hostage take her. I'm not attacking because I don't want to trigger revolt. So even if he has a removal spell right now, well, never mind. He drew a land, so that changes that. Good call, James. I should have definitely attacked Vin. God, my hiccup. I mean, I think, bugged or not, I think that's still to play. The amusing thing is, if we lose this match, we can actually get comp for that. Why won't my hiccup stop? Wah, wah. Why is there a picture? That's the professor. I don't want to hold up the Gear Hulk here. Definitely going to attack. I'm just going to sit here and hiccup into the mic at this point. I've tried holding my breath. I've tried drinking water. Because JJ said he can't click it. Opponent doesn't have energy to save a Hydra. Gonti is nice, but it is not the search for Ascanta. Yeah. Well, we get a chance to play for the pity chest. Can we do it? Time will tell. The real question, however, is, will my hiccups go away? Or will I just be annoyed by them this entire match? Thank you very much, JJ. Sorry, I was holding my breath. No, not mono red. No. We tried so hard, and then we got mono red again. No. Man, mono red's the fun police. Just sitting over here, trying to have a good time. No, mono red. I think we have 9 2-mana removal spells as well. You can guess how many of them are in our hand. Oh, I'm a hazard. Oh. At least we have a Vraska's contempt for it. Hey, you send those two. You see how quick they get blocked. I should have played the Effort Hub this turn, because if I drew an Effort Hub next turn as well, we would have been able to get another 1-1. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now too, because I don't want him. Yes, he could have a second for or he could have a second Hazoret, but I don't want to take the 2 points of damage. So this is really bad for us as well, because now he's got 6 mana. We really need to draw a fatal push exactly this turn. And that's to even have a chance. It's the only way to really hope to double spell next turn. I don't think any of these things really let us win, but like any burn spell kills us. Oh, that kills us too. Alright, we're dead. Could have had 3 more life if we played to contempt, but that still just doesn't win the game, really. Try sideboarding like this game. I have no idea how to sideboard versus this match. It feels pretty miserable. Really? I liked Ixalan. I thought Ixalan was a decent set. I just think energy held it back. Alright, we have to keep. Have a chance here if we can draw like 3 or 4 lands. Well, opponent had a bad draw at least. What's the question mark? Gotta hit one, though. Contempt's not a bad pickup. Opponent still has five cards in their hand. We won that game. Opponent's hand was terrible. Wow, 4 more lands. Sorry that I'm still hiccuping, guys. I think I'm going to leave it the same. The Supreme Wills seem really bad, though. I just don't think I want the Supreme Wills. Yes, it's a 4-mana removal spell. Supreme Wills feel really bad, especially on the draw. Don't want the Glint Siphoners either, like, he's going to leave in his shocks and stuff. We don't have a red mana. Can we keep a hand without a red mana? I don't think we can keep this. I've liked them a pretty decent amount, Mikey, but I don't draw them very often. I actually think this hand's better than last hand. Maybe we'll draw an untapped red source and get to get 2 Things of the Swelter. So close. Best chance is he just plays another free drop and no land. If he's dumping cards out of his hand like that, pretty much means that he definitely has a hazard in his hand. well, we have a chance now. Well, maybe not, because this could be Chandra. Chandra would be really bad. Chandra's super bad for us. We really needed to get our Chandra in play before he started getting too much mana, and now he's getting too much mana, so the odds of us getting hit by the Kenras are just so high now that we've probably just lost. I think we might have been able to win if we could have got the Chandra down on that one turn, but we didn't. Also just messed up real bad, by the way. Wasn't paying attention, and I should have 100% contempted the Hazard. I'm still hiccuping. So I ended up taking 4 damage. I probably didn't have to. Well, potentially 4. A Gear Hulk would be good. We could still win if we draw a Gear Hulk. There's the fatal push we needed. Obviously, we can't get it now. Could still win with a Gear Hulk, probably. Not all of them, but a few. And we're dead on board now. Oh well, we tried. Mulligan and didn't have our lands in the right time. Bona had an okay draw, but he didn't have a great draw. Oh well, no pity chests. That's fine. Let's see who we can find to host. Sorry again that I've not been talking a lot. You guys don't want me hiccuping very loudly into the mic. I'm doing my best to press to mute. I'm not really seeing anybody playing standard right now. I really like that red one. The red 1/1. So tonight the deck performed okay. We lost to 2 mono red decks. We beat a Sultai Energy deck. We got crushed by a Temur Energy deck, I think. What else did we beat? We beat one other match. Can't think of the other match we beat. Was it energy as well? I guess we can look. What were you playing, sir? Oh, the Jund deck. I remember now. Wait, this isn't even the deck we're playing. I've got the wrong deck up. Oh my gosh. Here we go. This is the deck we played. Sorry about that. I had the wrong deck up. I don't see anybody playing standard, the host, so I guess I'm just going to host a random modern player. But that is going to do it for us tonight. I think if I play this deck again, I'm going to go back to the build that has a few less Chandras. Don't think I want the Supreme Wills in the main deck either. Kind of like the Sailors. I want the 4th Whirler Virtuoso. And I want to be able to go a little bit bigger post board with maybe the Nicobolas. But we will host people that are testing for the Columbus Open. But anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and later tonight, probably in about an hour-ish, I'll be posting yesterday's fun deck video when we played that black-white mid-range thing. Take care, everybody. I appreciate you guys so much for coming out.